Well. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the festivities of Halloween, Hallows Eve, new beginning, new harvest. And of course, in our culture, we still are celebrating the ancestors. We're celebrating the Gede spirits. We're celebrating Baron Samedi and his counterpart, Grandma Brigit. So, speaking about Bridget, there's something I wanted to show in regards to Halloween, which is being celebrated in the United States of America, which came from Ireland, which came from the old Celtic people, right? Bridget was known as the high priestess. Okay, this goddess was known as the high priestess, the high one, and basically the Celtic people um, respected this goddess, this princess, this entity. Um, she was known as the goddess of art, prophecy, and divination. Of course, when we talk about divination, we're talking about ability to see, psychic ability, you know, be able to foresee the future, the past, things like that. And that's the same thing when we're talking about the Gedes, when we're talking about the Gede spirits or the Gede nation, the nation, right? So now, the Roman Catholic Church, they were able to take this goddess and, convert her into a saint, right? And don't forget, like, today is All Saints Day in the Roman Catholic Church. So, of course, today they would be celebrating Saint Brigid of Ireland. Okay, that's the new name they gave this goddess. They Catholicized it. So they would be celebrating it today. Where, and when we're talking about our culture in Haitian Vodou, this entity, basically, I guess we would celebrate it tomorrow, but we really start celebrating this whole season, would say, like the end of September into October. Okay, people who really devote themselves to these type of spirits. So again, like I said, Bridget or Brigid was a very important part of the Irish culture and lineage, and they still celebrate Bridget during the Sumerian or the Samhain festivals that they still have, which is the original Halloween festivals. And these images I show to people because it's like the Catholic Church took an entity and just made it into something else, and they were able to move forward with it. And I believe since in our culture in Voodoo we have the same entity, but in you can say our mentality, right? Meaning it's going to be very revolt like, warrior spirit, ready to fight, ready to, heal, because that's what it is when, you're part of the Haitian culture and the experience. So again, like I said, Glen Brigitte, which means grandma, or Mama Brigitte, which means Mother Brigitte, she is the queen, you would say, of the cemetery. Okay, you have the king, which would be Baron Samedi, and you have the queen, which would be Grandma Brigit. Okay, Mother Brigit. Okay, and I'm not making this up. You can Google, right? You can Google. It's Google it, you'll see it. So this just shows you how there are similarities with different cultures and there are differences. For sure. The Brigid that comes from Ireland, which went all the way to United States, where it's practiced with pagans and stuff like that. That's not the same Brigid we got. The Brigid we got, she takes pepper, you know, rub it down her bottom. If it's a guy, you take it, you rub it in your bottom, rub it in your face. That's to show that you really have the spirit of Gede on you, because there's a lot of fake Gede. So what people will do during the festival, during the festivities, during the Day of the Dead, they would find these people who are acting like they have the spirit and they're mounted by the spirit, and they would give them these bottles that has a lot of Scotch bonnet pepper, and they would pour it on them, and they'd have to, rub it around. You have to take a bath with it because that's what the Gede spirits, that's what they do. That bottle that is packed with pepper, that's a very, very important piece of energy for them because they're coming from the underworld. So in that dimension or in that realm where they're at, it's very, very cold. It's very, very dark. And, back to yesterday, I talked about the sewing and the original Halloween. The winter time represented the darkness because that was, when it was the cold and temperatures dropped. So, these entities, these spirits are very important in our culture. And I truly believe we need to figure out a way to promote them some more. Okay? Anyway, continue to support Ayiti Organic, Ayiti Organic, Ayiti Organic, and Ayiti Organic Experience on Spotify. Check out the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Ayiti Organic 1804. Quoi, quoi.
Baron Kafou, Baron Lacroix, Baron Criminel, Baron Cara, Baron Leto, Baron Samedi, Baron Laurent, c'est Golo Viguet. Salakoumboé, Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois, Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois. Baron Cimetière, Baron Lin Lacroix, Vieux Baron, Capitaine Sembo Lacroix, Capitaine Zombie, Brave Gede Nibo, Gede Linsou, c'est Golo Viguet. Valanding Lacroix, Gede Loraille, Gede Piquant, Gede Ramassé, Gede Huawei, Gede Moussou Mazaka, Gede Rivaillé, c'est Golo Viguet. Gede Fatra, Gede Criol, Gede Nouvaron, Gede Linsou, Gede Chef à Crèque, Ratamon Lacroix, Gede Jamansou, c'est Golo Viguet. Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois, Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois. C'est foyer, oui, tracé fouiller la croix, l'étau fait, moment travaux, si chal la croix, déméplé la croix, je mon britis la croix, c'est Golo Viguet. Si brave Gede, Gede Viouello, Gede Zaïlien, Gede Zel, Belpine la croix, si pisse la croix, Jupiter la croix, c'est Golo Viguet. Gede trois faces la croix, Gede sept croix, Kita la croix, Rivaille la croix, Finatu la croix, Henri la croix, Mep la croix, c'est Golo Viguet. Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois, Mini Sodan, Sonné Dievois.